Most fans think they already know the answer. Night Furies went extinct because dragon hunters killed them. Simple, right? Not exactly, because when you look closely at the How to Train Your Dragon movies, Race to the Edge, and everything we know about Toothless, the mystery becomes much darker. Night Furies weren't weak, they weren't slow. They weren't easy to find. In fact, they were arguably the most dangerous dragons alive. So how does a species powerful enough to terrify entire fleets simply disappear? Today, we're uncovering the tragic truth behind the extinction of the Night Furies, and why Toothless may have survived when all the others didn't. Before we can understand their extinction, we need to understand what made Night Furies so special. Even in the first movie, nobody on Berk had actually seen one up close. The Vikings knew they existed. They feared them, they told stories about them, but almost nobody had ever survived an encounter. Gobber even says, the unholy offspring of lightning and death itself. That reputation wasn't an exaggeration. Night Furies possessed abilities that few dragons could match. They were incredibly intelligent, extremely stealthy, capable of flying at night without being detected, and their plasma blasts were powerful enough to destroy ships and buildings. Unlike many dragon species that lived in large groups, Night Furies appear to have been solitary predators, and that detail may be the first clue in their extinction. One of the biggest misconceptions in the fandom is that Night Furies once existed in huge numbers, but canon never actually confirms that. In fact, everything suggests the opposite. Throughout the franchise, we never see a single Night Fury besides Toothless. Not in the Red Death Nest, not in the Dragon Sanctuary, not in Drago's army, not in the Hidden World. Now think about that. We see hundreds of dragon species throughout the franchise, yet not one additional Night Fury ever appears. That suggests Night Furies may have always been rare, and when a species starts with a small population, extinction becomes much easier. Even a few years of heavy hunting can push a rare species toward collapse. This is where things get worse. Race to the Edge introduces a new threat: professional dragon hunters. Unlike ordinary Vikings, these people studied dragons, tracked dragons, captured dragons, and sold them for profit. Hunters weren't interested in coexistence, they wanted results, and a dragon as valuable as a Night Fury would have been worth a fortune. Imagine being a hunter. Would you chase a common dragon, or would you hunt the legendary creature everyone fears? The answer is obvious. Night Furies likely became prime targets. Then came the man responsible for the greatest disaster in Night Fury history, Grimmel the Grizzly. According to the Hidden World, Grimmel claims he hunted every Night Fury he could find. As a young boy, he killed one. Instead of being punished, he was celebrated. That success turned into an obsession. He dedicated his entire life to hunting the species. Many fans dismiss this statement. But here's the thing, the movie never contradicts him. In fact, everything we see supports his claim. Grimmel possesses detailed knowledge of Night Fury behavior. He understands their weaknesses, he knows how to track them, and he knows exactly how to manipulate Toothless. This wasn't a man guessing. This was a specialist, a predator who spent decades studying a single species. At first, this seems impossible. How can one hunter wipe out such powerful dragons? The answer lies in biology. Night Furies were built for stealth, not for numbers. They appear to live alone, travel alone, hunt alone, and possibly reproduce very slowly. This creates a major weakness. If a dragon population is scattered across enormous distances, individuals rarely encounter one another. That means every death hurts the species. A lot. Now add Grimmel. Every successful hunt removes another Night Fury from an already small population. Over time, the numbers drop. Fewer breeding pairs, fewer offspring, fewer survivors, until eventually the species reaches a point where recovery becomes impossible. But here's where things get interesting. If Grimmel really exterminated the species, why was the Night Fury still alive? The answer suggests something important. Not every Fury was found. Some survived by escaping into hidden regions of the world, including the Hidden World itself. The Hidden World is enormous, far larger than most people realize. Entire species live there undetected. If Night Furies could remain hidden there, it's possible some Night Furies did too, at least temporarily. But if only a handful survived, extinction could still happen naturally over time. A tiny population isn't enough to guarantee survival. One of the saddest possibilities is that Toothless may have spent years completely alone. Think about his behavior in the first movie. He's independent, cautious, distrustful, and appears to have no family or group. That isn't normal for many dragon species. It suggests he may have been surviving on his own for a very long time, possibly after losing every other member of his species. If that's true, Toothless wasn't just the last Night Fury. He was carrying the entire legacy of his species by himself. Then something incredible happened. Toothless met the Night Fury, and for the first time in years, maybe even decades, he found another Fury. Not a Night Fury, but close enough to create a future. This is important because it means Fury genetics weren't completely lost. Their bloodline survived, through Toothless, through the Night Fury, and eventually through their children. The Night Fury species may be extinct, but the Fury lineage isn't. Ironically, no. He thought he eliminated the Night Furies forever, but Toothless survived, found a mate, started a family, and created a new generation. By the end of the hidden world, Grimmel is dead. Yet the Fury bloodline continues. The hunter lost, the dragons endured. And that's what makes Toothless's story so powerful. He wasn't just fighting for himself, he was fighting for the future of his entire kind. So why did Night Furies go extinct? The evidence points to a combination of factors: a naturally rare population, solitary lifestyles, relentless hunting, and Grimmel's decades-long campaign against the species. No single event destroyed them. It was a slow extinction, one hunt at a time, one dragon at a time, until only Toothless remained. But here's the question. Do you think Toothless was truly the last Night Fury? Or do you believe there are still hidden survivors somewhere deep inside the hidden world? Let me know your theory in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into HTTYD lore, subscribe for more dragon mysteries, hidden details, and complete story breakdowns. Because sometimes the darkest stories are the ones we never got to see.